All right, so Holtzfforma 395. I just got it together and we're going to get ready to try to start it for the first time. Got it ported up. Numbers are a bit on the extreme side, so I hope it runs and runs half decent. I'm going to have to wait to do the machine work, so I set the numbers into place that when I do the machine work, they should land exactly where I want them. So, right now the numbers aren't exactly where I want them. They're going to be a little more extreme, but it's not where I'm planning on having it fall. I mean, well, if the thing rips and screams really good, then why not stick with it, But I doubt it will. But we're going to try to fire it up here for the first time. 20-inch bar. I did put the bar and chain on it for the first start because you would need a spacer in order to work the chain brake to set the clutch. Instead of using a spacer, I just threw the bar and chain on, and then when I fire it up, I can just go ahead and set the clutch. You know what I mean? Seat it, get it good and tight. So that's the only reason the bar and chain is on it right now. That's so I can, set the clutch. Now, if this all works out, we're going to go to a piece of wood and see what happens. So, enough jabbering. Let's see as she starts. I'm gonna move my tripod around here. Had to back the camera up a bit for you. Should be able to see it. I put a dual port muffler. I'm out of spray paint, but it's a dual port muffler mod. And hey, all we can do is fire it up and cross our, you know what? I'm gonna move over here to my other bench. That way, if she does run, I can do some tuning and not have to worry about the bar on. All right? Or should we do it outside? Let's do it outside. Let me grab a screwdriver. All right. All right, let's go outside here. It's not like it's hard to walk 10 feet, I got this makeshift table out here. We'll just do it right there. All right. We'll move you this way a little more. All right. Can we all see? Yeah. All right. Let's see some pops. Oh, I flooded it. That's what I did. And instead of putting lube in the cylinder, I just sprayed it with, mix. She popped, but she definitely flooded. I can see the fuel flying out the muffler. All right, I'm gonna try again, but I'm not gonna choke it. See what happens. I'm gonna give her a little more fuel on the both screws. Running good. Feels good so far, but you never know until she's in the wood. I can tell you it's not putting out a lot of oil, bar oil, so I mean I was playing with adjustment. Let's hope this works. Alright, let's go ahead and make a couple of cuts. Well, I just made a bunch of cuts and I didn't turn the camera on. Let's do it again. It runs alright. I can tell it wants the machine work. All right, so there she is. Rakers are a little high on that chain. It's a C83 chain, that I put my sharpening on, and I never touched the rakers. So, I mean, from the factory they're at 18. Whenever you sharpen on C83, your first sharpening takes a lot of tooth off. So, I bet you we're sitting at like a 16 thou raker height right now. I need to make an adjustment. And I've talked about that previously. Trying to find that sweet spot on the raker. And I can tell you, she's close. I bet you a swipe or two on the file and that thing would be dialed in perfect. I mean, the chips look great. That's cherry. You know, chips are looking good. I think a swipe or two on the file and it'll be good. And then in the future here, we'll pull it apart and do some machine work to it. She's not a lot of compression. I mean, there's no need whatsoever for a compression release on that saw. It feels to be about 150 pound of compression. So, that's what it feels like. It could be more, you know, but it's not a lot at all. She runs pretty good though. I think once we get her machine work done, we'll see a bit more out of her, you know. But I guess you can consider this, you know, base gasket elite port job. You know, that's pretty much all it is. Have an issue with bar oil not getting to the chain, and it's dripping out there at the bottom of the clutch cover. So I'd say there's an issue with my bar, the oil hole lining up. I'll fix that. It's getting a little bit of oil. It's not like the chain's not seizing up or anything, but something's definitely off there. So there we go. I like that dual port muffler there, the 3/4 inch pipes. It definitely helps the flow, but it ain't loud at all. That's probably one of my favorite muffler mods right there. It just really nice, you know what I mean? So there she is, and we'll be doing more with this in the future. We'll probably make another cutting session or two, testing that chain or something. But $395, ported up with a base gasket delete. And the exhaust roof is a little too high right now because I didn't do the machine work. So we'll see. We'll definitely see the power come up once I start getting my machine work done. You know what I mean? It's just, I only have a couple of days, and if I end up taking this with me to the races, I figured I'd just do this. You know, I could knock this out in a day or so, you know. I only got a couple of days left, and they're weekdays, so there's no guarantee I get any shop time, you know what I mean? So yeah, we did that. Did a quick little port job that we could take it with us. Definitely not going to be a first place saw. Hopefully we aren't last, but I don't expect it to do really well, you know. Anyway, yeah. So there we go. Half of this session here today was for me to test this chain. The home light, you know, the rakers on it felt like they were a little deep, and this one feels like they're a little high. So we're trying to find that sweet spot on my raker height in which I'm going to set all my chains. So that's kind of half the testing today, is just for me to check out different versions of raker heights, you know. So yeah, so this coming weekend we'll be doing bars and chains pretty much the whole weekend, getting all the saws ready. I bought 2 new chains for my Partner 5000 builds. I don't know if I probably didn't release it yet. I did a video with Bodie and we were comparing saws, but the chain on my alcohol Partner 5000 definitely subpar. without a doubt. I mean, just by running my saw and then running his, I could feel it in the wood or whatever. So I just went ahead and ordered 2 brand new steel 23RS chains, 23RS Pro. And I'm gonna put one on my Husky 5000. That's the Holtzfforma 50 with a Partner 5000 top end. I'm gonna put one on my Alcohol Partner 5000. So I bet that chain is, I don't know, it's definitely not what it needs to be. I'm just gonna throw 2 new chains on those saws, and then the rest of them I'm just gonna run my sharpening, which for the most part it's gonna be C83 that I've sharpened. And in fact, they're all sitting right here. That's what these all are. They're C83s with my sharpening. I'm just gonna touch them up, make sure my angles are, everything is perfect, and then set the rakers on them all, and then put them on the saws and get them ready. That's pretty much what we're doing this weekend. So yeah, getting ready. I need to get this one done so that I could free my time up to do that stuff. And there's the Husky 5000, the pull-in, taking the steel for backup, and would take the 372, the home light, and the 395. That's 6 saws. And then I'm going to take the Partner 5000 alcohol build and bellhoppers 372 alcohol saw, which is sitting right there. I'm going to throw a 20-inch bar and chain on it, square chain on it. So yeah, what are we taking, 9 saws with us, something like that? May not run them all, gonna have 1 or 2 extra, which it's all right. If something doesn't start, I got a backup, you know what I mean? We're just taking them just in case. So yeah, anyway, yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Later.